Yeah, we need to pay attention to the things that happened, so that they don't become consistent. I thought we did some things that were bad habits, and if you continue to allow them to happen, they're going to stick with you. So we need to make sure we pay attention to those things. But then from there, we need to move on. I think just offensively, we did a lot of standing and watching tonight. We played a lot of one-on-one basketball without any movement or sharing the ball or cutting or respacing to help one another. So we were just going to make it difficult on one guy to go out and get something done and create something. And then defensively, I just don't think we played with enough force. Obviously, they're a high-powered offensive team, but at some point, you have to hold your ground and pick something to take away. And I thought tonight we gave up everything. Yeah, I think that played into it. I think instead of just continuing to move people around and allowing them to make mistakes, we were trying to force the issue. And that's not who we are. We don't play that style of basketball. Yeah, I thought he was good. I thought he was aggressive. I thought he was assertive. But he played with a competitive edge, and was attack minded on both ends of the floor, and that's what we need from him. Yeah, I think he gave us, a great spark. You look at a guy who's trying to prove he belongs, and he played that way. He competed. Clint's a hell of a center, obviously. I thought they did a great job of battling one another, and Moses didn't back down. He gave us a presence in the paint. Defensively, he worked the glass on both ends, and then offensively, he put pressure on the rim with his rolls, his offensive rebounds, and finishing. What's up, Chris? I think it's, we're late in our positions on the floor. So now we're trying to do two things at once instead of just being in an early spot. And then when the ball moves, being able to close out. I think, we're allowing more penetration, letting guys get to the middle of the floor, which again causes help, and then rotations. Again, we're so used to having our big guys in there that just protect the rim. Now we're causing our smalls to have to be in more help position, and because of that, we're not getting out to contest threes. They're a good offensive team. They know how, to spread your floor. They've got guys who can make shots all around the floor. And obviously, defending Trey is a tough task. Not only his ability to score and shot make, but the spacing he creates because of where you have to pick him up, and then his ability to make all the plays and read the defense as well. Yeah, we got to just do a better job of trying to keep people in front of us, one on one. But the league is set up for the offensive players, right? So it's difficult for one man to guard and stop these guys. So the guys that are supporting them need to be in position early to shrink the floor, make the floor look more crowded, where there's not as many gaps for guys to try to take advantage of.
That was Bruce with The Athletic. JB, apologize if you were asked this, but with Jetty, what did you just see what he gave you off the bench, especially with that smaller group when he was paired next to guys like Dylan and at one point Lamar as well? But just what did you just see what he gave you on the floor tonight?
I thought it was really good. I thought he was aggressive. I thought he was attack minded. And his game wasn't determined by his shots. His game was determined by how aggressive he was, how hard he was working, how hard he was playing. And when he plays like that, good things happen. Jetty's a good basketball player, and we need him to be his best so we can be our best.
And when he when he hasn't played a couple of games, do you have conversations with him about just when he does come back in, just being aggressive from the jump and just, playing the way that he did, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we have conversations all the time. Like, that's kind of what we do. Why we do what we do is, like, we don't serve and save it for the difficult times to have conversations. We talk to the guys all throughout the year, so they know what to expect, and what we expect of them. And that's kind of what we do. We don't coach, or we coach for the difficult times or the bad times, so then when they happen, people are already aware, and it's not a big deal.
Thank you.
I think that's me.
Yep.
Joe G. Kaz.com. Coach, are you seeing kind of maybe even just over the last week an improved confidence in Dylan Windler? And how important is that kind of going into your last week of the season, especially being shorthanded?
I mean, we need all hands on deck right now. We have guys on this team that we believe can help us from top to bottom. And Dylan's, one of those guys. He brings a unique skill set in how he moves without the ball, how he rebounds on both ends of the ball, the activity that he provides. So, we're going to need everybody. And Dylan's a big part of what we believe in.
And then last week we talked about standings and guys not looking at standings. How important is it for you guys to not look in the rearview mirror, focus on New York, and just look forward? And where do you guys, where as a coach, do you want your guys' minds and their heads at going into this final week?
Our mind needs to just be into playing well. We just need to play good basketball and play to the best of our capability. So that's where our focus is.
Thank you.
We'll wrap up with you, Marla.
Marla right now, our Akron Beacon Journal. Yeah, JB, just one more thing about moving on. Will you guys do anything, I don't know, like team dinner or something to relax in New York, just to kind of clear your head a little bit and kind of bring everybody together?
No, we'll let the guys, take care of that together. When you get a day off, sometimes you just need some space. So all of us are going to take that time to and enjoy that space.
Thank you.
Thank you.